A raid on Cape Town city offices, a high-stakes investigation, and political accusations. Is it a criminal probe or a political attack? At the heart, murders with suspected ties to the notorious 28's gang. On the 24th of January 2025, members of the South African Police Service raided the offices of City of Cape Town councillors JP Smith, who heads up the safety and security portfolio, and Xanthia Limburg, in charge of the energy portfolio. Both are with the Democratic Alliance, the DA. Police say the raid is part of a major investigation, but Smith calls it a political hit. At the core of the clash, a web of serious crimes, including murders, cutting into the city. Hi, I'm Caryn Dolley, and I'm an author and journalist at Daily Maverick. On the day police raided Smith and Limburg's offices, Smith issued a statement saying, quote, "I've been tipped off that some political actors have been working on a smear campaign and have mobilized a political hit squad against me," end quote. Smith claimed that past and present police officers could be part of this plot. For her part, Limburg claimed that she was caught up in the mess because of her proximity to Smith. The DA controls Cape Town, while the ANC runs the police. At first glance, the raid could be perceived as the ANC targeting the DA. And remember, this isn't the first time police have taken aim at the City of Cape Town. It's part of a much bigger scandal. In March 2023, the offices of the city's former Human Settlements Mayoral Committee member, Malusi Boy, were also raided. Listen to Cape Town Mayor Jordan Hill-Lewis talking to the SABC about this in this YouTube clip, dated the 17th of March 2023.
It is a serious matter relating to alleged fraud and corruption in human settlements. And so I have to, of course, take that very seriously. My primary responsibility is to protect our government, to protect the integrity of our government in Cape Town. And so I will never compromise on that, act immediately to protect that. And so I have placed him on suspension immediately.
More than a year later, in September 2024, Boy was arrested over allegations relating to unlawfully awarded contracts totaling about R1 billion. He's accused of taking bribes from suspected 28's gang boss Ralph Stanfield and of using his influence over lucrative tenders. It's a case with dark and sinister twists. 2 days after being granted bail and released from custody, one of Boy's co-accused, Abdul Kader Davids, was fatally shot in Cape Town's Mitchell's Plain on the 19th of September 2024. Okay. Now let's rewind to September 2023, before the Boy arrest drama. That's when Stanfield and his wife Nicole Johnson were arrested, originally over car theft and fraud charges. The case against the couple just kept growing. More suspects, more charges, and Stanfield facing various other accusations, some linked to the 2019 murder of Rashid Staghi, the former Hard Living's gang boss. One of Stanfield's co-accused was even charged with the 2023 murder of City of Cape Town official Wendy Kloppers, who was reportedly gunned down after the city refused to give in to gang demands for work at a housing project building site. Now here's where the saga really expands. The Stanfield case, the Boy case, and a third case involving Stanfield's alleged associates, including some of his relatives, have all been merged into one. On the 1st of February 2025, ENCA reported on this mega merged court case.
More accused have been added to the R1 billion tender fraud case involving former City of Cape Town Human Settlements MMC Malusi Boy, alleged gang boss Ralph Stanfield and his wife Nicole Johnson. Of the 29 accused, 13 physically appeared in the Cape Town Magistrates Court.
But here's the thing. Right before that, in January 2025, came the big raid on Smith and Limburg. According to police documents, the raid was linked to 3 black books seized from a business connected to Stanfield. Inside, there were records of payments to, among others, someone named JP. Smith says it's all part of a smear campaign, calling it, quote, "what could have been the largest planned smear campaign of this decade." Take a listen to Smith talking to anti-crime activist Yusuf Abramji during an interview aired on ENCA and posted on Abramji's X account on the 4th of February 2025.
And in December, I received some recordings via an intermediary who claimed the recordings were handed to them by a police officer who was named. And the source of the recordings said that they were coming for me because I was standing in the way of too many things, and that they didn't have substantive evidence, but the goal here was to engage in a trial by media which would destroy my career.
So, where does this leave us? JP Smith, the politician, is accusing members of the South African Police Service of acting on the orders of a political hit squad targeting him. Meanwhile, it's the police's version that they raided his office as part of a massive investigation focusing on suspected 28's gang boss Ralph Stanfield and his alleged associates, including some family members. As of now, Smith and Limburg are still in office. After the raid, Mayor Jordan Lewis said there wasn't enough evidence to suspend them. Meanwhile, their former colleague Malusi Boy is facing serious criminal charges in a major court case in which Stanfield is also accused, and which includes charges relating to murdered City of Cape Town official Wendy Kloppers. Let's hope investigations into gang activity, corruption, and those killings stay on track and uncover who's truly on the wrong side of the law. This story is still unfolding, and we'll keep you updated. If you enjoyed this explainer, support our journalism by becoming a Maverick Insider. You'll find details in the caption below.